Hello and welcome to more testing gaming. We're here on Rotated Pillars, Team 1ANS, Team 2 OSP, 3K, 4v4s. Ron, Puppy from Hell, Sir Poopit, and Internet Explorer on Team 1. Pyro of the Flying Pool, Pyre of Reckoning, Lobster on Team 2. We're on Rotated Pillars. And we are killing crabs in the ocean. What if I just... There we go. I'm down here with the ANS team. Looks like a good comp at a glance. OSP also brings something. Well, they don't really have any cap assets. OSP does. See if Pi can make up for it. Let's go down the row here. Rom. I guess ANS didn't really have any cap assets either. This is going to be a bloody, bloody game. Rom's got a 450 Axford. Strong side, weak side. It's also got a couple of capping... Okay, no, I think these are bomber sprinters, which are meant to kind of fly off on their own and dump S2Hs into the middle of the map and murder things. And then one missile capping sprinter. Puppy's got Blind Man and his dog, as is usual, and Axford with a beam underslung. PD all around. One double radar voxel with some Mark 64s and a little bit of point defense. And one effectively naked capping sprinter. Internet Explorer has two voxels. Very cut voxels. Along with one jam sprinter support and two capping sprinters. Missiles, Mark 62, the standard. Poopit Scott, I see he's upgraded his fleet. Two beam destroyers placed on different parts of the map. With just PD bullseye beam on them. Not trying to do the missile thing anymore. And not keeping them together anymore. That's going to help him a lot. He's also got one 450 Axford, so he's his own support. 450 plus beam, very strong, so why not bring both? Simple as. Not the tankiest Axford I've ever seen. A little vulnerable, actually, but I think it can. I think it can put in work. And one naked capping sprinter. No idea what Jordan's talking about. I'm sure we'll see whenever we go through the OSP fleet. 450 Bulker at a flying pool, two of them with torps on the backside, as well as two support shuttles, gun capping shuttles. Oh, wow, missiles going out from both sides. S2s. Okay, this is Lobster's S2 build. Yeah, going after ships in the back line. From the word go! Lobster entirely obsessed. Missile brain rot. You really don't want to be firing these out these early. Lobster is absolutely drunk with power. All of those getting hard killed or missed. Pyro with a 450 bulk freighter with looks like some 100 swivel guns on it too. Yep. 1 point defense, 2 point defense shuttles in tow, and one Intellitor. Yeah, Intel Center, DCX, Bloodhound, EWR, everything you could ever want. Lobster has two monitors on opposite sides of the map with cruise, command, ARAD missiles. Just a little guy. They're quite good, but hard to use effectively. They have a very low magazine depth. Puppy's about to lose his chief sprinter, but not before it does its job of camping that alpha point. Pie of Reckoning has... Oh, Pie of Reckoning is not bringing a Tug and Monitor Blob. Okay, we're gonna have to rethink this setup then. Or our original analysis then. It's got multi-mission monitors spread around on the map. MLS2, Bellbird, Pinpoint, T30, Soft Kill. Yes, the or for short. Thank you, Jordan. 2 Tugs, MMTs, a couple of gun shuttles, and then a couple of mine shuttles. More S2 dumps out of Lobster. Absolutely no chill from this crustacean. Oh man, you can't keep sending your missiles at something that's hard killed your previous volleys, dude. Please, I beg. ANS gets an early lead with that alpha cap. Puppy's able to siege up under the pillbox here. Gonna be able to control alpha point with that beam very effectively. Also exert pressure on Echo and prevent any ship from transitioning effectively from the OSP side of the map to the Delta side of the map on ANS. Rom's clipping off or attempting to clip off some of these scouting assets. However, I think he's fired a pair of missiles at what he thinks is an MMT, but it's actually an MMM. Oh, but this has already gotten kind of beat up. Okay, so those missiles going to be very effective. What happened to you? Oh, it's missiles all the way down. This has been hit by quite a few missiles. Where is our beam destroyer friend going? He's covering Echo, maybe pushing, supporting the Axfords. And covering Charlie, looks like, as well. Upper Charlie region. Good spots, good spots. ANS could just chill and force the OSP to push out, but it looks like they're going for the gold on this one. Getting offensive. We got an S2 dump coming after one of these Axfords, which I believe has an interrupt on it. No, it's got a pair of blankets and a ton of defenders, no interrupts. It's the other Axford that has the interrupt. Yeah, there it is. It's unfortunate. No flak means these Weave S2s are probably going to penetrate this. Wow, that's still a lot of hard kills. I'll get through to bronze up the Axford a little bit. Some friendly fire AMMs coming in for help as well. Whoops. That's okay. I was thinking, Hale, there's no follow-up. I think that's been the main problem with Lobster's missiling ventures lately, is the lack of follow-up. You gotta hold and do that launch when you know something can finish off your target. It's always been the big risk of crews. Unless, of course, you have HEKP or beams, and you can finish off your own targets. The wall of AMMs coming out. Some okay trades. RPF's really going to clean them up. Oh, yeah, there we go. Defender at this oblique angle doing some work, too. Who it is, however, going to eat another 0 missiles. Nice, PD good. ANS on the offensive and ahead. Well, it seems like the Axford's chastened a bit by the S2 dump. They're backing off. Yeah, poop it straight in places with Rom, maybe? Letting Rom go forward a little bit. Get some names on the screen. Ah, yeah, it's much better. The scuffle on the Charlie side of the map. Looks like OSP's coming out ahead. Pie's managed to glonk one of the sprinters and has the other one in full retreat. Has lost a monitor for it, though. Not sure if that's worth... Uh-oh, Puppy might be in some trouble. Yeah, it does not have an interrupt on it. Now, voxels, on the other hand, are very much worth missile dumping even without follow-up, because just the missiles will absolutely ruin these things. However, the voxel is really close. The PD Axfords. So almost all those missiles get cleaned up. I think some damage goes into the berthing. No, it's a DC locker, actually. Where'd you put your berthing, if not in the roof slot? In the back? Alright. Looks like OSPs grouping up the small ships on the lower side of the map might be going for a coordinated alpha push at some point, but yeah, Pi is sending the Wiper Num up to alpha, which is going to immediately get beamed by the blind man. Beams are quite good. Quite good. You know, Flying Fool is pushing around the lower Charlie side of the map with the bulk freighters. Fortunately, the 450s are pointed in not a great direction. We got some very bright lights. We got one bulk freighter porting its 450s down where nothing is on either team. Not great. A couple mine traps laid, which is one mine trap? Ah, one mine trap laid twice. Got it. On Bravo. Another S2 volley heading after Internet Explorer's voxels. Dude, you're not gonna... It's not gonna work. Well, I say that. The RPF hadn't had time to pick up, and these are headed forward. That's not worth a couple lands, but not worth a full mag dump from these. And there's a blind man securing the alpha point. OSP's in big trouble. Fly's lost a good chunk of his capping fleet, and he's also spent most of his munitions on his capping control vessels. Lobster's also spent most of their munitions. Yeah, 20% and 15%. And then 50% on the other end. On one of these ends is locked. You really don't want that. 40 C teams and 5 restores? Probably afford to pull some of the stuff out of this and get more missiles, but... Firing S2s into a blob of Axfords. It does a little damage. That's respectable. And this is how we're taking Echo. And trading it for Charlie. Well, I think Charlie's gonna get cleaned up. Oh, right. It's bulk freighters that are here. Beams could aim and deal some damage, but they're gonna have to be real careful with how they engage. Okay. PDD rightfully pulling back. Anus is gonna get the echo point unless unless that kills off the broken mirror. Oh! Okay, well, a bunch of S2s just kind of missed the sprinter. I guess they don't have the agility. And the track might be lowish quality. Yeah, I think this is just an EWR track. So we're not going to be able to land. Monitors bearings bloodhound to target, but it's not fast enough. ANS manages to secure the echo point. Got 130 score lead. It's got one cap lead. giving up the Charlie side of the map, but they just don't need it. Control this Delta Alpha Echo area with the beam in a center point, because this is going to control everything. Yeah, there goes Pi getting beamed for daring to expose face for half a second. See you later. But this can control Delta, Echo, and Alpha. It's quite good. Puck throws on the brakes, backs off. Oh, I need to keep like a record of these. Whenever people are playing poorly with beams, point them into these sorts of games. You are a trap spider. You are not a dumpster diver. You do not rush down your opponents. Find a good spot and you just kill. Another S2 volley. Where are these going? After it looks like Eyes Aqua model. Yeah. A lot of AMMs. I think the PD will solve the rest of this. Yeah, it's one monitor out of munitions. The other one's only got 12 shots left. Lobster out here committing the cardinal sin. Corpse going after Rob's sprinter. No way these hit, right? No way. It's gotta be too far away. Yep. Just clips the nose, though. Oh, there we go. Bye-bye. And it's now pushing... Do you even have a defender on this side? Yeah? Who knows? And it's pushing OSP out of their own spawn. A wounded monitor has been forced to take cover near some mines. Very dangerous. And it's controlling their naturals with beams. These bulk freighters are coming up. They are fresh, too. And while they have been doing a good job on the capping front, being out of this big fight over the Echo Point, it's really hurt the OSP team. Flying Fool, certainly living up to his name and flying a bit foolishly. Man, if instead of going after the Delta Point after capping Charlie, if he like pulled back a little bit towards the middle of the map and just started shelling the Axfords with all the 450, ooh, that would have been strong. Ah, well, sometimes that's how it goes. 450 liners are going to get some great hits off on this beam destroyer, dramatically reducing its ability to defend its caps. It's going to be forced to spin one of its restorers on its engine, actually, and not have access to its beam. NS up by 200 points. Alright, last S2 strikeout lobster from the game, going after Internet Explorer again. No hits. We're up tossing out some S2s into this brawl, but I think we're just gonna have more soft kill and hard kill problems. Oh no, there's a land. Oh. Game's basically over. I don't really know where else we'd go from here.
The enemy is securing zone dagger.
Collider's getting shelled. The rocket shuttles. Oh, right. This is a bulk freighter escorted by point defense shuttles. Sorry. Hanging out on the lower side of the map. Ready to slaughter nerds. Oh, that's cute. Eco container gonna cover this clipper a little bit, maybe, potentially, possibly.
The enemy secured zone dagger.
It's gonna put OSP on top on the caps. Still 210 points down, which is pretty rough. But not insurmountable, especially at this stage of the game. Thing is, I'm not sure what OSP has left. They've got 3 bulk freighters. Yeah, that's certainly quite a bit. 3 450 bulk freighters. They're facing 1 beam destroyer, 1 heavily bruised Axford, a pair of voxels, Beamax. That's about it, and 1 extremely bruised 450 Axford. I don't think the bulk freighters can win this at this point. No way. Puppy can continue rotating and beaming things. Puppy can also continue rotating, beaming things. The Axfords can shoot. If they dare. And they do. Beam closing in on the monitor. Please don't get the monitor too. Yeah, it seems like the containers or the bulk freighters don't really have that much else to go option wise. They can kind of back off and control Delta and Charlie with the 450s, and hope nothing comes running over here to murder. However, Internet Explorer, 1 step ahead, is heading over to Charlie with the voxel while providing supporting fire on the monitor. I believe Puppy is heading towards the Delta point. And if he can get the cap while also having defilade on the 450 bulkers, is going to be in big trouble. Or OSP team is going to be in big trouble. Oh man, it's going to have to be the last one. I'm not functioning. Rob's also throwing his beat to hell Axford on the Bravo point. Might be able to soak some of those mines. ANS retaking that Charlie points. Internet Explorer's edit. Fireup's migrating over there, but I don't think she's gonna be able to get that angle. I was also eating some 250 fire in the roof.
The enemy secured zone combat.
There's that. It's gonna give ANS the lead again on caps. They're still almost 200 points ahead. They're only 250 out away from a victory. I really don't see how SP can come back from this at this point. Given what's on the field and where it's positioned. I don't know. This is some like good closing phase stuff, like Puppy securing this delta point but not going for it immediately, but parking the ship over here. So if anything pushes out, he can kill it. But if it moves away, he can go and cap. Like that's really good positioning with these beam Axfords. Internet Explorer just charging Pyro up at this point. With the 250 ships. Oh, we missed Rom getting obliterated. On Bravo. Command torpedoes getting launched out. Looks like it's all gonna be rock PD'd though. Yeah, very expensive. Can't dodge the S2s coming from below. Big damn on the edit.
The enemy is securing zone dagger.
Alright, launching another flight of missiles to the other voxel. Accomplishing in second what Lobster could not. That's teamwork. See, Lobster just gave Internet Explorer a false sense of security. And now Pyro can finish up with containers and S2s fired at point blank range. God damn. Well, that's a big deal. Internet Explorer lost 2 voxels. OSP ain't out of it yet. Puppy grabbing Delta. Where is Fool going with these 450 bolt fighters?
The enemy secured zone dagger.
Explorer trying desperately with the edit. Bonk. That's gonna disrupt the ability of that bulk predator to shoot at anything. Or maybe not. It's like the fight's gonna happen on Bravo Charlie. I'm surprised nothing else is going for Bravo, actually. Here we go. I think this beam destroyer is. Yeah. A whopping 20 meters per second. Quick jog. But, it doesn't matter. It's over. Just a little too little, a little too late. And it's going to be able to close this one out pretty effectively. Nice attempt by OSP to pull it out at the end, but just not quite enough. I think we might get to see some more bulk predators get beamed. There we go. Oh yeah, magnificent. Killed the birthing and everything. I'll be getting absolutely screwed by the aim points.
The enemy is securing zone.
Could be taking heavy damage. Yeah, 1 beam Axford versus 250 or 450 bulk predators isn't really gonna cut it. Oh man, doing almost no damage to these. It's so weird. Let's take a look at this after action report. Good damage to the voxels. 13k on the beams. Axford. Yeah, pretty low damage game actually out of ANS overall.
Hello.
Well,
if ANS can win the 3v4, they must be balanced.
What's 3v4?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I restored incorrectly, so I had a giant Axford-shaped paperweight for 90% of that battle.
Oh,
I can see that.
didn't
1,000
actually
damaged
notice.
out on that. On that
Yep. I
expert.
mean, I threw away everything else too, but the Axford was the most insulting.
to be fair, we weren't playing wonderfully either. I wasn't. Fire Open, who, I don't know, you all did good.
that'd be me.
Lobster.
I think maybe I should have sent my shuttles to go cap earlier.
I got
Cap
one.
what?
I don't know. See.
Maybe. We had a DD on C until the LNs came up.
Gotcha.
Lobster,
I
we gotta
was-
talk about those missiles, Chief.
What about him?
Can't be doing that.
Doing what?
Firing the same volley at the same target that just Howard killed your last volley over and over and over again. I know. I understand. I know. I
See,
do
the
this.
thing is, they were getting some missiles through.
Yeah, but it's just
Surely
not worth.
It knocks out some PD, and then the next one gets more, right?
No. No,
think we just
missiles are like awful at knocking out PD mounts.
99% of missile gamers stop firing salvos right before they would have penetrated PD, right?
Something like that. But yeah, you need to ease off the gas a little bit with those missiles and wait for your front line to get into a position to shoot at things and then missile them and cause things to die, especially if you're going to be missiling things like voxels, because the RPF chews through the S2s very fast. But if those guns are tasked on other targets and the voxel player doesn't notice the missiles or is busy somewhere else and doesn't retask, then it's going to do a lot more damage.
I see. Well, I'll post the fleet. Maybe somebody else
Yeah, please do. I really like the concept. I also think you need less damage control and less radar and more missiles, but
That's true. Yeah, Well, here's the thing. I have mostly filled up a single bulk mag in each of them. And the damage control is probably a little excessive, yeah. Or at least I should switch it around, because I haven't really been getting hit much except by random torp splitters, which tend to kind of kill me anyway.
yeah.
The radar is because the initial concept of the fleet was kind of a direct S2 spam thing, so it would provide its own tracks and shoot off of those. But then when we got random cost decreases all of a sudden, I decided to just put crews on them and see if it works.
Let's see. Oh, if I had like used some of my missiles to blow up that sprinter on A, like I thought maybe I could get it with my guns, but I survived and got A. That might have made a difference.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's the second game that has paid off for me.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy how many times
What's
this like
paid off
single
for you?
sprinter is getting
Oh
a
no,
center
you
point.
got it. That's honestly, that's just because we weren't paying attention, I think.
I was.
We should have. Oh, well, we were.
Yeah, there were quite a few
Yeah.
people
paying
shooting
enough
at that
attention.
sprinter. It just didn't fucking matter.
Like, I should have shot some of my missiles. I could have started shooting the sprinter earlier as well, but I was trying to shoot the Axford of it, the beam Axford.
I think I ate a missile in the sprinter.
You did, but it had already
one
died.
rocket.
I hope you enjoyed that. It was a really good game. Ian is fucking crushed. Yeah, that's the way she goes. Crazy what happens when you bring reasonable fleet comps. Wow, wild. No, I'm never gonna stop bitching about people bringing bad builds and then saying, I guess my fucking faction's underpowered. Nah, dude, you're just fucking bad at the game. I can't help you. But people are learning and growing. Also having better players around, which is nice. It's been really cool watching Poopit improve over the course of the evening. Like a lot. I'll see you in the battle space, dear viewer. Good night.